My child, listen carefully to me today, because this message is urgent. I know the battles you have been fighting in silence. I have seen every tear you tried to hide, every sleepless night, every moment when fear whispered that you would never overcome what stands before you. But I am speaking to you now so you will not lose hope. Do not ignore my voice today, because I am trying to protect you from what the enemy planned against your life. There are people around you who do not understand the calling I placed on you. Some have doubted you, some have spoken against you, and some secretly hoped you would fail. Yet none of that can stop the purpose I created for you to fulfill. I did not choose you by accident. Before you were born, I already knew your name. Before you took your first breath, I had already written your story. The storms you face today are not proof that I abandoned you. They are proof that your future carries something valuable. I need you to stop allowing fear to control your decisions. Fear has been stealing your peace for too long. Every time you think about tomorrow, anxiety tries to convince you that disaster is coming. But hear me clearly, I am already standing in your tomorrow. I know every detail of your future, and I will not leave you alone in any situation. When you feel weak, I will strengthen you. When you feel lost, I will guide you. When doors close in front of you, I will open new ones that no person can shut. Do not let disappointment harden your heart. I know you prayed for certain things that never happened. I know you trusted people who later betrayed you. I know you sometimes wonder why your journey has been so painful. But what you call delay is often my protection. There were situations that would have destroyed you if I had allowed them into your life. There were relationships that looked beautiful on the outside but carried darkness inside. I blocked certain paths because I love you more than you understand. My child, pay attention to the signs I have been showing you recently. I have been trying to get your attention through small moments, through unexpected conversations, through the quiet feeling in your spirit that something needs to change. Stop ignoring those warnings. Not every opportunity is sent by me. Not every voice deserves your trust. Ask me for wisdom before making important decisions. The enemy often disguises danger as something attractive. I also need you to release the guilt you have been carrying. You continue punishing yourself for mistakes I already forgave. When you truly repent and come back to me, I do not hold your past against you. Stop replaying old failures in your mind. Stop believing the lie that you are unworthy of love, blessings, or a new beginning. My mercy is greater than your worst mistake. My grace is stronger than your shame. There is a spiritual battle happening around you that you cannot fully see. That is why you must stay close to me in this season. Pray even when you feel tired. Worship even when your heart feels heavy. Trust me even when circumstances make no sense. The enemy wants you distracted, discouraged, and emotionally exhausted because he knows your breakthrough is getting closer. But I did not bring you this far to abandon you now. Very soon, you will see why this season was necessary. I am preparing blessings that will restore your faith. I am healing wounds that people never apologized for. I am removing toxic influences from your life, even if the separation hurts right now. Some endings are painful because they are making room for something greater. Do not chase after what I removed. Trust my timing, even when it feels uncomfortable. I know there are moments when you feel forgotten. Sometimes you look at others succeeding while you continue struggling, and you wonder if I still remember you. But my child, heaven has not forgotten your prayers. Every prayer you whispered in tears has reached me. Every act of kindness you showed when nobody noticed was seen by me. Every time you resisted giving up, even when life felt unbearable, I was beside you giving you strength. Be careful about who you allow close to your heart during this season. Not everyone celebrating with you is truly happy for you. Some people only come near when they want something from you. Ask me to reveal who genuinely belongs in your life. I will expose hidden intentions at the right time. Do not fear separation when I remove certain people. Sometimes distance is necessary for your peace and protection. I also want you to take care of your mind. The enemy has been attacking your thoughts, trying to fill you with negativity, hopelessness, and confusion. Replace those lies with my truth. You are not abandoned. You are not worthless. You are not defeated. You are loved, chosen, protected, and called for a purpose bigger than what you currently understand. This message reached you for a reason. It is not coincidence. I needed you to hear my voice today because your heart has been carrying too much pressure alone. Stop pretending everything is fine while secretly breaking inside. Bring your pain to me. Bring your fears to me. Bring your anger, your confusion, your disappointment, and your questions to me. I can handle every emotion you feel. Something unexpected is about to change in your life, but you must remain spiritually alert. The next season will require courage, faith, and obedience. Some opportunities will appear suddenly. Some answers will come faster than you expected. Do not let fear stop you from walking through the doors I open. You prayed for change, and now change is approaching. Remember this: no attack against you is stronger than my power. No darkness surrounding you can overcome my light. No person speaking against you can cancel what I already declared over your life. Stay faithful. Stay humble. Stay close to me. Even when the path feels difficult, keep moving forward because I am walking beside you. I am still writing your story, and the ending will not be defeat. The tears you cry today will not last forever. Joy is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. Peace is coming. The battle has been intense because your purpose is important. But I promise you this: if you continue trusting me, you will see victory in ways you never imagined. Do not ignore this message. Take a moment today to pray, reflect, and reconnect with me. I am calling you closer, not to control you, but to protect, guide, and strengthen you. You are not alone, my child. I have always been with you, and I will remain with you until the very end. My beloved child, I need your full attention right now because what I am about to tell you could change the direction of your life. Too many distractions have been pulling your focus away from me. The noise around you has become so loud that you can barely hear my voice anymore. But I am calling you back to a place of peace, wisdom, and spiritual clarity. Do not treat this message casually. I am speaking to your heart because the season ahead will require discernment like never before. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for your shoulders alone. Every day you wake up thinking you must solve everything by yourself. You try to appear strong for everyone around you while silently breaking inside. But I never asked you to carry your pain alone. I never wanted you to hide your struggles behind a fake smile. Bring your worries to me. Lay every heavy thought at my feet. I am not distant from your suffering. I am close to every tear you cry in silence. I know there are nights when your mind refuses to rest. You replay conversations, mistakes, fears, and disappointments over and over again. Anxiety has been trying to steal your peace and convince you that something terrible is about to happen. But hear me clearly today. Fear is not your master. I did not create you to live trapped in constant worry. I created you to walk in faith, confidence, and trust. Even when life feels uncertain, my power remains greater than every storm surrounding you. My child, stop doubting your value because of how people treated you. Some rejected you because they could not recognize the light I placed within you. Some walked away because they were only meant to be temporary chapters in your story. Their departure does not define your worth. Do not measure your identity by human approval. Your value comes from me, and nothing can take away what I have spoken over your life. There are blessings coming toward you that you cannot yet see. Right now you may feel stuck, delayed, or forgotten, but heaven is still working behind the scenes. While you were crying, I was preparing answers. While you were losing hope, I was arranging circumstances in your favor. While you were wondering if your prayers mattered, angels were moving on your behalf. Never assume silence means abandonment. Sometimes I work most powerfully in seasons where you see the least. Be careful about the company you keep in this season. Some people around you are draining your spirit instead of strengthening it. They speak negativity into your mind and slowly weaken your faith. Not everyone who smiles at you carries pure intentions. Ask me for discernment. I will reveal who truly belongs in your life and who is only there to distract you from your purpose. Do not fear separation when I remove unhealthy connections. What leaves your life now may be making room for something far better. I also need you to stop returning to places, habits, and relationships that I already rescued you from. You keep reopening doors that brought pain into your life before. You cannot move forward while constantly running back to what wounded you. Healing requires surrender. Growth requires obedience. Trust that if I removed something from your path, there was a reason for it. Not every closed door is punishment. Sometimes it is protection. The enemy has been trying to convince you that your future is hopeless. He whispers lies saying you will always struggle, always fail, always feel broken. But those lies have no authority over your life. I have already declared victory over you. Your current struggle is not your final destination. The pain you feel today will not last forever. I am developing strength inside you that will prepare you for the calling ahead. Do not compare your journey to others. Some people appear successful on the outside while secretly battling emptiness within. I am writing a unique story for your life, and my timing for you is different from anyone else's. Be patient with the process. The seeds planted in faith will eventually produce fruit. Just because you cannot see growth yet does not mean nothing is happening underground. My child, your words carry power. Stop speaking defeat over yourself. Stop saying you are weak, forgotten, cursed, or incapable. What you repeatedly declare over your life shapes your mindset and spirit. Begin speaking hope instead of despair. Speak life instead of fear. Even in difficult moments, choose to believe that I am still able to turn situations around. I know your heart has been wounded by betrayal. Someone you trusted deeply disappointed you, and the pain still lingers inside. You wonder how someone who claimed to care could hurt you so deeply. But do not let betrayal transform you into a bitter person. Guard your heart, but do not close it completely. I can still bring trustworthy people into your life. One painful experience does not mean every future relationship will end the same way. There is also something I need you to understand. Not every delay is the enemy attacking you. Some delays are necessary preparation. If I gave you certain blessings too early, you would not have been ready to handle them. I care more about your long-term growth than temporary comfort. Trust my timing, even when it frustrates you. I see the full picture while you only see one small part of the journey. You have asked me many times why certain prayers remain unanswered. The truth is that some answers are still unfolding. Other times, I say no because I see dangers you cannot yet understand. If I removed something from your life, it was not because I stopped loving you. It was because I was protecting you from hidden harm. One day you will look back and understand why certain things never worked out. My beloved child, you must stop allowing guilt from your past to control your future. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, there are moments you regret deeply. But I am a God of mercy, restoration, and new beginnings. Do not keep chaining yourself to old failures after I already offered forgiveness. The enemy wants you trapped in shame because shame keeps you spiritually weak. But my grace is stronger than your past. I need you to spend more time protecting your spiritual life. Feed your mind with truth instead of constant negativity. Spend time in prayer even when you feel spiritually tired. Worship me even when your emotions feel heavy. The world around you is full of confusion and darkness, but my presence will give you wisdom and peace. Stay connected to me daily because the battles you face cannot be won through human strength alone. Very soon, something unexpected will shift in your life. A door that seemed impossible to open will suddenly move. A situation that caused stress for months will begin changing. You may not understand how quickly things can turn around, but I am able to do what human effort cannot accomplish. Stay faithful during the waiting season because breakthroughs often arrive when people least expect them. Do not let temporary hardship convince you that your life lacks purpose. Some of the strongest people are formed in difficult seasons. Gold is refined through fire, and your character is being shaped through every challenge you face. The struggle is not meaningless. I am building endurance, wisdom, compassion, and spiritual maturity inside you. I know you sometimes feel invisible. You help others, encourage others, and carry responsibilities quietly while nobody seems to notice your exhaustion. But I notice. I see every sacrifice you make. I see the love you continue giving even after being hurt. I see the strength it takes for you to keep moving forward despite your emotional battles. You are not unseen in my eyes. The future ahead of you still contains hope. Do not surrender to despair now. There are moments of joy, healing, restoration, and peace that you have not experienced yet. The chapter you are in today is not the final chapter of your story. Keep trusting me even when your feelings tell you to quit. Faith is not built on emotions alone. Faith continues believing even during uncertainty. This message came to you because I needed to remind you that you are not abandoned. The enemy wanted you isolated, discouraged, and spiritually drained, but I am pulling you back into hope. Take time today to reconnect with me. Step away from distractions for a moment and allow your heart to become still. Listen carefully to my voice because I am still guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for what comes next. No matter how difficult things become, remember this truth. I am greater than your fear, stronger than your enemies, and more powerful than every obstacle standing before you. Keep walking forward. Keep praying. Keep believing. Your breakthrough is closer than you realize, and I will never leave you alone through this journey. My precious child, I am speaking to you once again because your heart has been overwhelmed for far too long. You have tried to stay strong, but deep inside you feel exhausted from carrying emotional pain, unanswered questions, and constant pressure. There are moments when you smile in front of others while secretly wondering how much longer you can continue fighting these battles. But I need you to hear me carefully today. You are not alone, and your story is not over. The enemy has been attacking your mind relentlessly. Negative thoughts have surrounded you like dark clouds, trying to convince you that you are weak, forgotten, and incapable of overcoming what stands before you. Some days you feel trapped between fear and uncertainty. Other days you question whether your prayers are even being heard. But do not believe the lies of despair. I hear every prayer, even the silent ones you cannot put into words. My child, there are spiritual battles happening around you that you cannot fully see with human eyes. Not every struggle is physical. Some attacks are designed to drain your peace, weaken your faith, and distract you from the purpose I placed on your life. That is why you must stay spiritually alert in this season. Guard your thoughts carefully. Be mindful of what influences your heart. Not everything that enters your mind deserves a place in your spirit. You have spent too much time blaming yourself for things that were never entirely your fault. Yes, you have made mistakes, but you have also been wounded by situations beyond your control. Stop carrying guilt for every broken relationship, every disappointment, and every painful ending. Some people left your life because they were never meant to stay forever. Some opportunities disappeared because they were not aligned with your future. Do not punish yourself endlessly for closed doors that I allowed to shut. I know there are moments when you feel frustrated with my timing. You have prayed, waited, hoped, and trusted, yet certain answers still seem delayed. Meanwhile, you watch other people receiving blessings while you continue struggling through uncertainty. But what you cannot see is that I am still preparing things behind the scenes. Timing matters. If certain blessings arrived too early, they could harm you instead of helping you. Trust that I understand what you are not yet able to see. The enemy wants you to become impatient because impatience leads to poor decisions. Many people destroy their peace by rushing into relationships, opportunities, or situations they were never spiritually prepared for. Slow down and seek my wisdom before making major choices. Just because something looks attractive does not mean it carries my approval. Some distractions appear beautiful on the outside while secretly carrying destruction within. My beloved child, stop speaking negatively over your future. Your words hold more power than you realize. Every time you say, "Nothing will ever change," you strengthen hopelessness inside your spirit. Every time you call yourself worthless, broken, or cursed, you give fear more influence over your thoughts. Instead, begin declaring truth over your life. Speak hope. Speak healing. Speak victory, even when circumstances try to tell a different story. I also need you to release the anger you have been holding inside. There are people who hurt you deeply, and the wounds they caused still affect your heart today. Some betrayed your trust. Others abandoned you during seasons when you needed support the most. But carrying bitterness will only poison your own peace. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the pain never happened. It means refusing to let hatred control your future. Do not isolate yourself completely during this season. I know your instinct is to withdraw when you are emotionally overwhelmed, but you were not created to suffer alone. Allow trustworthy people to support and encourage you. I can use others to remind you of hope when your own strength feels weak. However, be discerning about who you trust. Not everyone deserves access to your deepest struggles. Pray for wisdom concerning the people you allow close to your heart. There are blessings approaching your life that will require emotional maturity and spiritual discipline. The next chapter of your journey cannot be entered with the same mindset that kept you trapped before. That is why I have been teaching you through difficult experiences. Painful seasons often develop wisdom that comfort never could. One day you will realize that even the struggles you hated were shaping you into a stronger person. I know you sometimes feel invisible. You give so much to others while secretly feeling empty yourself. You encourage people while carrying your own hidden battles. You try to stay kind even when life feels unfair. But hear me clearly, none of your efforts go unnoticed. I see every sacrifice, every act of love, and every moment you resisted giving up. Heaven records what the world ignores. My child, stop chasing after people who continuously disrespect your worth. You were not created to beg for love, attention, or validation. The right people will not constantly make you question your value. Do not lower your standards just because loneliness feels uncomfortable. Temporary loneliness is far better than remaining trapped in toxic environments that slowly destroy your peace. I also need you to stop reopening wounds that I have been trying to heal. You keep revisiting painful memories, replaying old conversations, and reliving moments that continue hurting your spirit. Healing becomes difficult when you constantly return to the source of your pain. Let go of what cannot be changed. The past no longer has authority over your future unless you continue giving it power. There is a breakthrough coming that will surprise you. Right now you may feel stuck in a cycle that never improves, but situations can change faster than you imagine. I am able to create opportunities where none seem possible. I am able to restore what was broken. I am able to bring peace into areas of your life that currently feel chaotic. Never underestimate my power simply because your present circumstances appear difficult. Be careful not to confuse delay with denial. Some prayers require preparation before they can fully manifest in your life. A farmer does not plant seeds and harvest crops the same day. Growth takes time. Continue watering your faith even when results are not immediately visible. The seeds you planted through prayer, patience, and perseverance are not wasted. The enemy has tried to convince you that you will never escape your struggles. But those chains are not permanent. I am already working on your deliverance in ways you do not yet understand. Keep praying even when answers seem delayed. Keep trusting even when emotions fluctuate. Faith is proven most powerfully during moments when giving up feels easier. My child, there are certain habits and distractions that you must release if you want peace to grow in your life. Some things that entertain you are quietly draining your spirit. Some environments are increasing confusion instead of wisdom. Pay attention to what repeatedly leaves you emotionally exhausted. Not everything that feels normal is healthy for your soul. You have also been carrying fear about the future. Questions about finances, relationships, health, and purpose have been weighing heavily on your heart. But worrying constantly will not protect you from tomorrow. Fear steals joy from the present without guaranteeing safety for the future. Bring your concerns to me instead of carrying them alone. I am capable of providing solutions beyond what your human understanding can imagine. Very soon, you will begin noticing signs of change. Certain obstacles that looked impossible will slowly move out of your way. New opportunities will appear unexpectedly. Clarity will replace confusion. Peace will begin returning to areas where anxiety once ruled. The process may not happen overnight, but movement is already beginning behind the scenes. Do not allow temporary disappointment to make you abandon your faith. The hardest moments of your life are not proof that I stopped loving you. Sometimes battles intensify because breakthrough is approaching. The enemy fights hardest against people carrying purpose. But no darkness is stronger than my light, and no attack against you can override my plan for your life. I want you to remember something important today. Your identity is not defined by your failures, your past, your pain, or other people's opinions. Your identity is rooted in who I created you to be. You are loved. You are chosen. You are valuable. You are capable of overcoming far more than you realize. Take time today to become still and reconnect with me. Step away from distractions for a moment and listen carefully to my voice. I am still guiding your path, even when you feel uncertain. I am still protecting you, even when danger surrounds you unseen. I am still working for your good, even during seasons that feel confusing. The storm you are facing will not last forever. Peace is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. Continue walking forward with faith because the chapter ahead carries blessings that will make sense of many things you currently do not understand. Stay close to me, my child, and do not lose hope. Your breakthrough is nearer than you think. My beloved child, before you continue with your day, I need you to pause and truly listen to my voice. Too many things have been competing for your attention lately. Your mind has been overwhelmed with worries, responsibilities, disappointments, and hidden fears that nobody else fully understands. You have been trying to carry everything alone, pretending to be stronger than you actually feel inside. But I never wanted you to suffer in silence. I am speaking to you now because your heart desperately needs peace, direction, and reassurance. There are moments when you feel emotionally exhausted from fighting battles that never seem to end. Just when one problem disappears, another challenge suddenly appears in front of you. Sometimes you wonder if life will ever become easier. Sometimes you question whether the struggle is worth it anymore. But hear me clearly today, you are stronger than you realize because I have been sustaining you even during your weakest moments. The fact that you are still standing after everything you endured is proof that my hand has remained upon your life. The enemy has been working hard to fill your thoughts with fear and discouragement. He wants you to believe that your future holds nothing but failure, loneliness, and disappointment. He whispers lies saying you are forgotten, abandoned, and unworthy of love. But those thoughts do not come from me. I have never called you worthless. I have never declared defeat over your life. My plans for you still contain hope, purpose, healing, and restoration. My child, stop allowing temporary circumstances to define your identity. Right now you may feel broken because of financial stress, emotional pain, betrayal, rejection, or uncertainty. But difficult seasons do not determine your value. A storm can shake a tree without destroying its roots. In the same way, the hardships you face today cannot erase the purpose I planted within you long ago. You have spent too much time trying to earn acceptance from people who refuse to appreciate your worth. You lower your standards, overextend yourself, and sacrifice your peace just to keep certain people close to you. But not everyone deserves unlimited access to your heart. Some individuals only enter your life to take advantage of your kindness while offering little in return. Ask me for discernment. I will reveal who truly supports your growth and who quietly drains your spirit. I know there are wounds inside you that still ache deeply. Some pain came from childhood experiences that shaped the way you view yourself today. Some wounds were created by betrayal from people you trusted completely. Others came from failures and regrets you continue carrying in silence. But I need you to understand this truth: your past may explain your pain, but it does not have permission to control your future forever. Healing requires honesty. Stop pretending everything is fine when your soul is exhausted. Stop suppressing emotions that need to be brought into the light. You cannot heal from wounds you refuse to acknowledge. Bring your fears, anger, disappointment, and confusion to me. I am not intimidated by your brokenness. I already know every hidden battle you fight internally, and I still love you completely. There are certain habits, environments, and relationships that are keeping you spiritually drained. Every time you return to them, your peace decreases. Yet you continue reopening doors that I have repeatedly warned you about. My child, not every connection is healthy for your spirit. Some attachments are delaying your growth because they keep pulling you backward emotionally and spiritually. Let go of what constantly destroys your peace. I cannot fill hands that refuse to release what is harming them. The enemy has also been attacking your confidence. You constantly compare your journey to other people and feel discouraged when their lives appear more successful than yours. But comparison is stealing your joy. You do not see the private struggles hidden behind public appearances. I created every person with a different journey, purpose, and timeline. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's path. Focus instead on becoming who I created you to be. I know waiting has been difficult for you. You prayed for answers that still have not arrived. You asked for breakthroughs that seem delayed. You hoped certain situations would improve faster than they did. But waiting does not mean I forgot you. Many times I use waiting seasons to strengthen your character, increase your wisdom, and prepare you for blessings you are not yet ready to handle. Trust my timing, even when it feels frustrating. Be careful not to let disappointment turn into bitterness. Pain can either make your heart wiser or harder depending on how you respond to it. Do not allow the cruelty of others to transform you into someone filled with resentment and hatred. Protect your peace without losing your compassion. Guard your heart without completely shutting down your ability to love. My child, your words carry spiritual weight. Stop speaking hopelessness over your future. Every time you declare that nothing will improve, you strengthen negativity inside your mind. Speak life instead. Even if circumstances seem difficult, continue believing that change is possible. Speak healing over your pain. Speak peace over your anxiety. Speak faith over your fears. Your mindset matters more than you realize. You have also been struggling with exhaustion because you keep trying to control everything yourself. You analyze every possibility, worry about every outcome, and carry responsibilities that were never meant to rest entirely on your shoulders. Surrender does not mean weakness. It means trusting that I am capable of handling what you cannot control. Release the pressure to have every answer immediately. Very soon, certain things in your life will begin shifting unexpectedly. Doors that remained closed for a long time will suddenly open. Situations that caused frustration will begin changing direction. You may not understand how quickly circumstances can transform when I move on your behalf. Stay faithful during this process. Do not abandon hope moments before breakthrough arrives. I also need you to stop revisiting the same painful memories repeatedly. You continue reliving conversations, betrayals, failures, and regrets that I have been trying to heal. Constantly reopening emotional wounds prevents restoration from fully taking place. Learn from the past, but do not build your permanent home there. Your future still contains experiences that will bring joy back into your life. The loneliness you sometimes feel will not last forever. I know there are days when you feel misunderstood and emotionally disconnected from others. But isolation is not your final destination. I am able to bring genuine, trustworthy, and loving people into your life at the right time. Do not settle for toxic relationships simply because you fear being alone. There is also a calling upon your life that the enemy wants to distract you from. That is why confusion, fear, and discouragement have intensified recently. The enemy attacks what carries purpose. But no attack against you is greater than my power. The battles you face today are temporary, but the purpose I placed within you is eternal. My beloved child, stop believing the lie that you are too damaged to be used for something meaningful. Some of the strongest people are those who survived painful seasons without completely losing their faith. Your scars are not proof of weakness. They are evidence that you endured battles that could have destroyed you, yet you are still here. Do not give up now. I know there were moments when quitting felt easier than continuing forward. I know there were nights when tears fell silently because the pressure felt unbearable. But you survived every difficult day up to this moment, and you will survive what comes next too. I am strengthening you even when you cannot feel it immediately. Spend more time protecting your spiritual peace. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves influence over your heart. Some distractions exist only to pull you away from the clarity and peace I am trying to give you. Become more intentional about what you allow into your mind daily. You have asked me many times if your life still has purpose after everything that went wrong. The answer is yes. Your mistakes did not cancel your destiny. Your failures did not erase your value. Your painful experiences did not destroy my plans for you. I specialize in restoration. I bring beauty from brokenness and strength from suffering. The chapter ahead of you carries blessings you cannot yet fully imagine. Opportunities, healing, growth, peace, and restoration are still possible for your life. But you must continue moving forward with faith instead of surrendering to hopelessness. The journey may not always be easy, but you are not walking it alone. Take time today to reconnect with me sincerely. Turn away from distractions for a moment and allow your spirit to become still. Listen carefully because I am still guiding you. I am still protecting you. I am still opening paths where none seemed possible. And no matter how dark the season becomes, my light is still greater. Remember this always, my child, you are loved more deeply than you realize. You are seen even during lonely moments. You are protected even during unseen battles. You are valuable even when the world makes you feel invisible. And as long as you continue trusting me, hope for your future will never disappear.